Hello and welcome back to YouTube. I'm your host, VLD, slamming back with another video. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about wireless CarPlay for your iPhone. Usually you plug it in with a USB, it charges very slow. I don't like cables. I've had wireless CarPlay for about a year or two now. There are 3 different models you can choose from. You have CarlinKit 2.0, 3, and 4. But you have to ask yourself, is there really much of a difference? And no, there really isn't. The 4.0 model came out a few months ago. It has a fake carbon fiber look to it. 2 and 3.0 have that matte black look to it, which they all look the same. They all have the USB to Type A cable you plug into your car, and they both have USB port on the bottom of them. But essentially, they're all about the same with very minor differences. 4.0 is the same as 3.0, but the only difference with this one is you have wireless Android Auto. So finally, for your Android device, instead of paying $300 for a device like this, you can pick up 4.0 for a little about $120, $130. But essentially, 3.0 and 4.0, same speed, same chipset, same everything, but 4.0 has wireless Android Auto. Like I said, wireless Android Auto. I'm going to try all 3 different devices in my car. As you can see, they all look about the same. They are all essentially about the same with small minor differences. 2.0 connects fairly quick compared to 3.0, which connects maybe a second quicker, but they are all roughly about the same. You cannot really find 2.0 much anymore on the market because 3.0 has replaced it. And the only issue I have with these type of devices, because they connect via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to your car, is they tend to be a little bit slower with audio lag if you watch like YouTube videos, Netflix in your car, which I don't recommend doing while you're driving. So just watch this and see for yourself.
About an hour. Okay, so immediately this is much less than that. Or I've been scammed out of, it seems like what, $200?
This was $200?
This was watching YouTube with CarlinKit 3.0. You can see it's pretty quick and fast, but there's always about a 1 or 2 second delay, and now I'm going to connect 4.0. You know, one way you can tell the difference is it has a fake carbon fiber look to it. It connects the same, it's equally as quick, but you do have wireless Android Auto. The boot up screen is marginally a little bit different, but it connects equally about the same speed, same everything really. 3.0 and 4.0 are quick, they're quite responsive. There is a small amount of lag, but that's a good trade-off just for having no wires.
It is 500 millimeters, it's a 4.5 to 7.1 aperture, so sorry, I can't look at myself like this. Why is it so puffy up top? Mysterious piece of technology from 2017.
As you can see, CarlinKit 4.0 is about the same speed as 3.0. The only major difference is wireless Android Auto. I have an LG phone with Android 9.0, which says the minimum requirement is 9.0, but for the life of me, I cannot get this to work no matter what I can do. I've been trying for about an hour or so. It will recognize it, but it will not pick it up. The actual requirement for wireless Android Auto is at least Android 11, which I would recommend. It says the minimum is 9.0, but I've tried for about the last hour. I've unplugged, I've rebooted, I've done anything I could. My device can do Android Auto plugged in, but just to save yourself a little bit of time, I would recommend at least an Android device with 11.0. It does recognize it, but it will not connect to it, and these devices will work with any car manufacturer that has Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. I had a car rental over the weekend, so I tried a Chevy Malibu out. It's equally as quick as responsive with my Honda. All 3 of these devices are fairly good. The key differences between 2.0 and 3.0 is only a software update, which you can update yourself. It might make it a hair faster, but 2.0 you can't really find anymore. 3.0, the new average for the devices out there off Amazon or wherever, and 4.0 is the same as 3.0, but the only difference is you have the fake carbon fiber look instead of like a matte black look, and it does wireless Android Auto with at least Android 11.0. It says it can do minimum of 9.0, but I at least recommend doing 11.0 just for my video. You can pick up all 3 of these for about $100 some off Amazon or wherever, but just for your daily driver, I really like these devices getting into my car because when you plug it into the USB port, it will charge relatively slow. I could drive for 2 hours and my battery would only go up 15%. If you get one of these, if you have an iPhone, CarlinKit 3.0. If you have an Android device with at least Android 11.0, I would recommend getting 4.0. It is what it is. There are some wireless Android boxes for $300 or $400. This is the first consumer grade one under $150. So I do recommend 3.0 for iPhone, 4.0 for Android, and trust me, once you have it, you'll be hooked. And honestly, I don't think you could ever go back, just for the convenience of getting into your car, driving, and you are already connected, ready to go. It just makes your life so much more easier. I've had these for about the last year or two. I can never go back to an actual cable connection. Like always, I'm your host, VLD. Smash that bell, subscribe, and stay tuned for future content. Peace.